How we doing? I'm doing all right. I'm still here, despite any help from anybody. Still here, and I'm all right with that because I've come to learn over the years that the only person I can depend on is my God, who lives in me, and myself. TikTok God and TikTok Jesus, they ain't done anything they said they're gonna do. Neither has anybody that I found on the app, but that's okay. Whatever. I just know not to put my trust there anymore. So anyway, I thought I'd come out, enjoy a little bit of the day with y'all, and they say I'm not exciting on film. It didn't have to be exciting. I just have to be myself, and I'm myself every minute of my life, and I'm okay with that. If you're not, that's your problem. But I actually like being me, so get over it, right? Get over it, get under it, do whatever you got to do. But this is my home. I'm going to fight for my home. I don't want to leave my home. I want to better my home. I want to make things look good. I got an unfinished greenhouse sitting up over the hill. And I got a lot of stuff here behind me that I use. And I weld. And I make things happen. I got these little cabanas that I've been working on finishing up. I did this all for JoJo so she'd have a little place, but doesn't mean somebody else can't come into my life and enjoy some of the things. They're nice little cabanas. And I got a renter. He lost his wife and his dad and everything. He's still got a bunch of stuff in the other half of it. So I'm trying to help him. I'm waiting, It's what we do is when somebody's chips are down, we're supposed to help our fellow persons and fellow man. But I got these other little cabanas I'd like to get going, and they're just cute little buildings I want to do some stuff with. I got a lot of crap out here going on, and I got the fleet. I got my little kitties. They seem to like to go everywhere I go. They're like my little army of familiars. Would you all stop putting poops everywhere? Anyway, so that's who I am. That's what I'm up to. I'm not trying to hide nothing. I'm not trying to hoard money. I'm not trying to do anything. I was a plumber for 30-something years, had a company. My clients are my family, were my family. Miss them dearly. But my last labor of love is trying to get this done. Because I live in this arid land, and water's not always obtainable. So I want to get started putting some gutters on and stuff, and putting some rain barrels out. But I need to get some equipment so I can start digging. I want to put some little drops, some little manholes, small, accessible to be cleaned, rotted, so that I can collect the water. And I want to put in 2 ponds. I've already started with one with no equipment. And I'm not a spring chicken anymore. So I've been sitting out there with the pickaxe. It gets cooled off and you don't hear from me. I'm out there pounding away at the ground with the pickaxe and trying to make things happen because I want it to look nice too. I want a nice little waterfall to come through. But I figure all these little buildings, I get the gutters on and I get the water that's coming off the mountain and I can collect that. Well, in doing so, I can feed the little pond areas that I'm building. I want to put some fish in there that are edible. And I want to continue the fence. I've got a fence around 2/3 of this place right now. Need a little bit more to button it up. More to keep not people out, but the javelinas, because they love to eat my gardens. And I got these trees, and I had to prune it. I had some really nice berries coming off of it, but It should probably next year I should start getting some fruits again. But then I can make some wine and brandy and little fun stuff like that. But this ground's hard. I mean, digging in it, it's difficult. And a friend of mine had started helping me with a little bit of the waterfall that's going to come through, sweep through this area here. And then this is going to be the smaller pond. But all the water that I can catch from the body shop and everything on this portion, I'll end up coming down into this pond, and I can pump it up for the chicken coop, which is up above, and for the gardens that I put in the gardens. And I'm trying some experimental stuff because it's so hot out here. Like right now, it's 102, 104, and it gets ridiculously hot. So what I want to do is get some posts up here and get some artificial shade that I can string up once, full summer comes into play. But I got my little pond bucket, which is going to recess down in here where I started chipping away and digging down this trench here. Well, once I get some of the other outlets in here, I'll be able to collect the water. And being a master plumber for many years of my life, this isn't like new to me. So it's pretty simple actually, once you know what to do. But anyway, I can be able to pump that up. I'll be able to collect the rainwater off of those, set up some wind and solar because it's windy here all the time. And I talk to Elon Musk once in a while. I'll actually get him. It's hard to get a hold of the man. He's busy, but he's got some really great ideas that I'd like to incorporate here with the wind and the solar and collecting the energy so I can be green. But as you can see, it looks like a giant mess, and it is. I mean, I've been moving here. My dad was a collector. I was a collector. And it took me 23 trips cross country moving stuff. And I had Benny and Jeff and a couple people that gave me a hand. And I appreciate what they did for me. And other than that, I just really haven't had a whole lot of help. And it's tough. My last trip, I ended up blowing a hernia. One of them, I already had hernias, but one of them went septic, almost killed me. And so I spent a week in the hospital. They wanted me to stay bedridden for 2 weeks, and I couldn't do that. I had friends that actually watched the house while my buddy Jerry and his wife and son were here. I appreciate you guys. But they helped me out while I was helping get me to the hospital, home from the hospital. She made some dishes up for me to eat, but I could stay bedridden. I mean, when you got chickens, you got cats, and I got all these little critters running around. Like I said, they follow me. They're like my little army of fur. But yeah, so I mean, it's been tough. It's been really tough. And I did. I fell in love with a gal that ended up robbing the shit out of me. I got scammed. Okay, it was a romance scam. Being new to the internet, being new to, and I can't say I didn't blame her for all. I think now that I've been in this mix for a while, there's a lot more at play there than meets the eye, and I've been recording everything, keeping everything, and I hope that I'm able to put an end, or at least a big dent in their plans, if I can, so that nobody else gets hurt. But I've always been fighting different fronts in my life, you know. I put in this little grill area, put in a little wall and stuff. I got nobody to enjoy it with. And I guess that's why I get sidetracked a lot, wanting somebody in my life that's worth loving, that can see my dream and maybe be part of theirs as well. You know, maybe it'd just be me, but I'm not giving up on the stream. I mean, I'm willing to go meet and speak or do whatever once in a while. If I'm helping people, then that's what God put me here on this earth. Put us all here. We're supposed to love our neighbors and love Him most of all. And it doesn't always mean sitting in a church. I'd rather, my tithing has always been helping a friend in need or helping the community, which I'm trying to do. But yeah, I mean, it's been constant. I still got this box truck I bought. It's half full of stuff right now. My uncle had sold his place, and I gotta end up getting a bunch of stuff from there. So I got a lot of crap that's got to be moved and done. And I went to put the air conditioner in because I thought Kaylee was coming. I knew she was pregnant, and I didn't want her to be in the heat that I can deal with, but not necessarily a woman that's expecting, you know. And she's a good friend of mine, and her and I became friends quite a while ago, along with Cody and a few of the other ones. But I know everybody thought I was crazy, but no, people are lonely. People need friends, and I try to be a friend to everybody that I can. I'm not perfect, and I don't expect anybody else to be, but be real. I mean, my bottom thing is these fakes, these frauds, these idiots, they do more harm than good, especially with the religious portion. When you don't deliver, I know better. I mean, I've been a Christian since I was 12 years old. And God's got me through a lot of stuff. I'm not saying I was a great Christian, but I've always had a forgiving heart, and I've always had love in my heart. And I can forgive. I can forgive pretty much anything and anybody, but it doesn't mean I have to forget, you know. And people think, how can you? Well, you know what? I am who I am. Maybe I'm a dying breed, shall we say, but I'm still who I am. And look at that amazing sunset. Isn't that gorgeous? Who could ask for a better backdrop, you know? I miss my river home. I do. But I couldn't hold on to everything. And I can't hold on to this because now I can't do what I once did to make the money that I once did. And I really had made these promises to my family, and I want to see them through, which I want to do this stuff because they saw something in this community that I'm starting to see some of it. They were closed off. They're a closed off community. They had heard so much crap from my family, which were marauders, that kept me from being able to do the wishes of my parents. Part of the reason I had to leave my home, leave everything that I loved, wasn't because I wanted to, but they had made it to the point I had to make a decision. And I would love to see this stuff through. Like I said, physically, I can't do what I did before. The second surgery I had, the first one, they screwed things up. The second one, she did an outstanding job, but I just couldn't stay off my feet like I was supposed to do. Not and have the animals survive and have the stuff go the way that it is. So all I can say is I really need you guys' help. You like my content, that's great. The only reason I even did any of it is because the good Lord said, hey, you can't just go out there begging. You got to be willing to put something in to expect to receive anything. And I'm not a taker, okay? There's givers and there's takers in this world. And I'd like to think that I've always been trying to give, make a better world, keep prices down on the work that I always did over the years, help those that couldn't afford me. I don't know. on this side of the coin where I had to really ask anybody for anything. And it's new to me, and it's hard for me to do, but it's the only way I'm going to be able to get it done. So I'm appealing to you as the audience, as the fan base. I know times are tough, and sometimes giving to anything is difficult. Well, you can't give through TikTok because they're not going to do it. I'm going to release about 700 posts that I'd previously done. And if you want to look at my work, that's cool. You know, if you like it, that's even better. Maybe you just like the entertainment of watching me on my day-to-day and see what the hell is this guy doing now? He's nuts. Well, maybe I am a little bit nuts, but you spent 4 years of your life pretty much on your own, in your head, trying to do things that are overwhelming when you're alone, okay? I wish I had that partner in life. I really do. I've had some great women in my life, but just weren't the one. And let's face it, you can sit there and fight with being with the ones that aren't right for you, or be amicable and end it and try to find something better for yourself, and hopefully they do too. I mean, every woman I ever went with, I loved. I told them I loved them. I meant it. I meant every word of it. I have a big heart, and sometimes it's my greatest weakness, but sometimes it's my most valuable asset at the same time. So I don't know if this will ever get played, but I'm going to stick it out there. But I'm not signing anybody's waivers or their disclaimers. I just can't do it because a lot of people, you know, dirty dicked me, and that's not cool. You know, it's not cool by any way, shape, or form. And they say, oh, well, we're trying to create a better AI. I didn't ask for AI. I've been against AI since the get-go. And if they would have asked me, I would have said no. I don't want to be part of anything that has to do with what's going to be the downfall of humanity. It already has. I mean, you look at a lot of progress in machines and factories, and how many jobs it took away from people. You know, how do you think this is going to be? And now it's going to hit the industry to where they're not going to need to pay an actor $70 million for something that, personally, I know that they're great actors and actresses, but sometimes it's just like, you know, I'm out there cleaning people's poop up, you know, and I don't feel like I was getting paid enough to do some of the stuff that I had to do or put in the hours that I did. But, you know, maybe I should have just been a superstar from the word go and made things easier on myself. But now, you know, I see it. They're faced with what's their future look like when they want X amount of dollars, but somebody can create a different version of them and not have to pay all that money. I mean, let's face it, this world runs on, it's not about countries, it's about economics. It's not about the 99 percenters, it's all for the 1 percenters. And it's the 1 percenters that decided that, hey, we're just going to run these little programs and these little schemes of ours so that we can better our stuff so we don't have to pay more money. You know, screw you. I didn't ask to be part of your program, part of your experiment. But you made me that way, so pay me. You know what? Send somebody up this damn mountain and say, you know what, Raj, we screwed up. You don't have to sue us because we're going to make it right. And that's what I'm asking for. Somebody make shit right, man. You know? I came here because I'm a Christian, and I was hoping that other Christians would appeal, would understand where I'm coming from and would help me. Instead of getting any help from anybody, I was put on display for the world. And people, oh, he keeps getting up, he keeps going. Well, you know what? I don't have a choice. I ain't a quitter. I might stop doing something because I feel that I'm being taken advantage of, or because there's something else I feel called to do. But it's not that I'm a quitter, because I'm not. So, anyway, I don't want to bore or take too much of your time. I've been on here for almost 10 minutes now. I'll come back. We'll come back to it. But I need some help. I can't keep hitting my buddy up for money when he don't have it to give. And I go get a job, and I'll end up blowing out these hernias, and that's going to be the death of me. So, I don't know. If you guys want me to die, I guess I'm not going to have much choice in the matter. But I'm just being real with you. Always be real. And if you do decide to help out, I'll show you where every dime goes. I'm not a thief. Anybody that knows me knows my business. That's why I was hired. I've given customers back money because I thought I was being a thief. So, anyway, that's me. That's here. That's now. I really could use some help. I do need to get up north. And I need some money to do that. And I need to pay some bills. Pronto tanto. You know what I'm saying? And there is a woman out there that's, you know what? I think I could put up with this guy. Or at least willing to give it a shot, Get a hold of me. I'm not a hard man to find. I don't dodge from anybody. I don't duck and cover. So try to get a hold of me. I'd appreciate it. I love you all. Thanks for listening. Sorry to babble, but hey, gotta let you know what's going on. All right, thanks. Peace.